Let's face it, if you haven't played Honkai Star Rail, you've definitely heard of Honkai Star Rail. Since its release in April as a free-to-play game, Honkai Star Rail has amassed over 25 million players. To put it into perspective, there are only 2.5 million players on Diablo 4 at the time of this video. But how is one of the world's most popular games, and Genshin, a gacha game, you may ask? Doesn't the internet say that gacha games are awful and predatory? Didn't the gaming community revolt at a certain game's announcement?
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
If the internet has anything to say, it's either Honkai take my money,
That's just how it's done. That's how you win.
or whales are ruining gaming. Isn't there an answer in the middle on why Honkai Star Rail is doing so well amongst a sea of gacha games? Well, let's take a deep dive into everything that Honkai Star Rail is, from the history of gacha games to why Honkai Star Rail is the game that everyone is playing right now. Let's put on our gaming scholar caps and first look at an abridged history of gacha. We can trace its origin all the way back to the 1960s with a vending machine that dispenses toy capsules in Japan. This machine is called
Gacha,
trademarked by Bandai. It became so popular that competitors also started producing these toy capsule machines you see all over Japan, shortened now to
Gacha.
This model of paying money and not knowing exactly what you're going to get was then digitally introduced into gaming. Gacha games as a category is the act of paying in-game currency or premium currency purchased with real money to digitally roll the dice and randomly acquire a variety of rewards such as characters, equipment, materials, cosmetics, customizations, and more. Now without a physical capsule. Gacha is different from traditional microtransactions because you never know what you're going to get, which has created some comparisons to gambling. Dragon Collection was one of the few pioneers that included gacha rolling in its gameplay in 2012, and since then, other titles like Arc Knights, Azure Lane, and Brave Frontier have followed suit. But as many gamers are well aware, gacha games do not carry the best reputation. While allowing games to become free-to-play with constant content from devs, you hear many stories of gacha games having crazy paywalls that stops natural progression without forking over your wallet.
So it's either you play till you die, or you drop 500k and you're done.
And let's not forget about the overpowered characters that you need to pay an arm and leg for just for a chance at unlocking. AFK Arena's gameplay system heavily leaned on microtransactions to win, which resulted in free-to-play players losing in the long run.
One of the best heroes in AFK Arena.
She can both defend and heal.
The recently released Goddess of Victory, Nikki faced community backlash over having overly sexualized characters and an insane polling system that's super pay to win. In a world with monetization creeping around every corner, it makes sense why gamers grew more and more skeptical. So how has Honkai Star Rail become so popular, especially in a genre saturated in money-grabbing titles? Well, it all comes down to a few key ingredients that Hoyoverse introduced into Genshin Impact that has expanded on Honkai Star Rail. In addition to being free-to-play, Hoyoverse delivers on 4 key points: balanced gacha, rewards, content, and accessibility. The defining aspect of a gacha game is the gacha rolling itself, and Hoyoverse has perfectly balanced it in Honkai Star Rail. It's easy to get characters early on, and players can simply enjoy the game.
There it is, boys. There it is, boys. Wow. Wow.
Not to mention that most characters are versatile across almost every part of the game, so players aren't forced to pay money for an overpowered character. Those freebie rolls are good enough despite having a complete quality game available for free. Honkai Star Rail also has an abundance of rewards and events to participate in that consistently provides a way to enjoy the game through new experiences. This promotes gameplay and feels rewarding for players too. Even now, the game still does lots of promotional code giveaways that you can always keep your eye out for. Speaking of gameplay, there are a lot of quests to do in Honkai Star Rail, and other stuff like achievements and challenges across the game that players can spend their time doing. There's always something around the corner to keep players busy, so it isn't all about farming loot and grinding resources for characters. And if they're actually done, don't worry, the developers are constantly adding new content, all the more reason to keep playing. But the most important element is accessibility. Honkai Star Rail welcomes everyone across the world for free. The game is cross-platform compatible and available on PC and mobile, with console versions planned for launch soon. This allows players to interact with their friends, family, and community across a large player base, regardless of what platform they're on. That's a recipe for giving everyone a chance to play this game. With these 4 key ingredients form the perfect mix in a gacha game to keep players addicted and entertained. However, there's one final crucial missing piece to the puzzle. Honkai Star Rail is more than just a free-to-play title and gacha title. It's an adventure filled with a wonderful storyline, high-quality gameplay and graphics, and an accessible format. To put it quite simply, it's a fun game. Other gacha games should learn from Honkai Star Rail in focusing on providing an all-encompassing, all-around high-quality experience. One title we've expected might meet the prestige and success of Hoyoverse's formula is Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves is an open-world gacha game that takes on a more serious sci-fi tone and features a mesmerizing world to explore. Although there hasn't been any release date, we've enjoyed the game a lot during its closed beta.
I just got just sucker punch.
We're also already looking forward to the next title from Hoyoverse, Zenless Zone Zero. This action RPG features a more urban setting and guns, but it includes that fantastic character and world design that the developer has become so well known for. And it will, of course, be a gacha game. Until that new Hoyoverse game is ready though, we'll keep grinding away at Honkai Star Rail. If you haven't checked out Honkai Star Rail for yourself yet, hopefully you have a better understanding of why it's become such a sensation in the gaming universe. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and click this video if you want to find out why you always remember the music in games like Honkai Star Rail. We'll see you next time.